Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back. Just kidding. It's been quite some time. I have no excuses. I've just been busy. So today's video is my review on the Colored Raine individual shadows that I have, as well as the Queen of Hearts palette, which I guess is kind of pointless right now because this is sold out. It was listed as limited edition, but it's still on their website, so I'm not sure if they plan on bringing it back again. I don't know. Quickly before we start, I had my eyebrows, my final touch up on them, so they are healing. I can't put any powder or anything in them while they are, so you'll see some parts that were like freshly touched up and some that weren't, so they seem to be darker and lighter in some areas. All I have on them is Aqua 4 and I can't put anything in them, so sorry if that's distracting. It's driving me nuts that I can't like fill this in right now. I did do a quick little demo of this look that I'm wearing so you guys could see the shadows in action. I will post that the video after this because I don't want to make this video too long. Some of you might not care to see that. As always, guys, timestamps can be found in the description box below if you care to skip ahead to any certain areas. So, briefly, my introduction to this company was when I first tested one of their liquid lipsticks, and I knew about those because some of you guys have requested me to do that review. I would say about maybe 6 months ago, maybe a little longer. I honestly lose track of time sometimes. Colored Raine sent these to my P.O. box. This is 27 of the 37 single shadows that they have. I remember playing with some of these when I was putting them away, and I was really impressed, but I actually put them in the back of one of my drawers, and I completely forgot about them until a few months ago, and I've been playing with them ever since. And these shadows are so good. They do deserve their own review, so I'm finally doing that now. I liked these shadows so much that I went out and I bought myself the Queen of Hearts palette because these colors are right up my alley. Again, you guys have heard a billion times. The oranges, berries, rust colors, purples. I love looks like this. I use this palette quite often for looks, especially on the weekends. I do like this, that there are equal mattes and shimmers or foiled shadows in here, so you can get a good range of looks. So Colored Raine is a black-owned makeup brand, which I think is really cool. They have 37 individual shadows to choose from, which includes 4 different finishes. I have them grouped right here. Mattes, this is a satin with a shimmer. I only have one of those. Duochromes, and then foiled shadows. Almost all their shadows are vegan. The ones that are not do have carmine in them, which I will make a note of while I'm swatching for you guys. These shadows are made in the USA and they are excellent quality. These individual ones are 1.8 grams, and then the one in these palettes are very close. They are 1.5 grams. I think these mattes are excellent quality, the ones that I've tried from the palette, and these individuals. The satins are really nice. The duochromes are beautiful with a finger for these lighter shades, but I find they don't go on very well with a brush unless you use your finger to really pack those on. So the lighter duochromes aren't exactly my favorite, but they do make for an excellent highlight even on your cheekbones or in your inner corner with a really dense brush. These duochromes, the darker ones, are beautiful. They go on nice with a brush and with a finger. You know me, I don't prefer to use my fingers because of my Dragon Lady nails. These foiled shadows are beautiful. They are very rich in pigment. They go on well with a finger and a brush. The majority of them, you will see in my swatches, there are a couple what I would consider duds for me that don't swatch very well with a brush, and that is again my preferred method of application. And like this lighter green, which is like a neon one, doesn't swatch as vibrant with a brush as it does with your finger, but again, I can just pick that up with some glitter glue and really pack that on, and I think that they're all gorgeous. In this palette, I love every single one of these shades. The only one I notice a slight difference on is this Ladyship, which has a bit of a grit feel to it. The only non-vegan shade is Ladyship, which does contain carmine. You guys have heard me say a million times, purple shadows are very difficult to get correct. It's just not an easy pigment to work with. This one I noticed to have some grit to it, but it swatches beautifully with a brush and with a finger. I have heard some people say that the only color they didn't like in this palette was the Ladyship because they found it to be kind of streaky. I haven't noticed that. You'll see that in my swatches, especially if I pick up on a fluffy brush and just blend this on. I especially don't notice any issues. Ripley did swatch this for me in the same way that we swatch on light and dark skin, so I will have those pictures inserted while I'm swatching this. And Ripley actually just moved up to Seattle, and I've been working so much and traveling for work, I haven't had a chance to get any of my friends over to swatch this for me, all of these colors for me. Most of my girlfriends aren't really that into makeup, so if I ask them like, hey, you want to sit down and swatch swatch 27 eyeshadows, they'll be like, no. So I'm actually going up to Seattle on Monday through Wednesday, and I'm going to be bringing these. So if you want to see these swatched on darker skin tones, I will link Ripley's Instagram below, and she's going to be swatching these, and she'll post those pictures on her Instagram. All of these shadows, it doesn't matter what finishes it is $6.99. There are discount codes out there. Again, I don't do discount codes, but I know some people that do, so I will link a few below. All you guys have to do is search YouTube, pick your favorite YouTuber, and then use their code for the people that have worked with them, and I believe you get 10% off, or maybe it's $5. I'm not quite sure. You can buy the bundle that has the full 37 of them in for $230, and I believe it says that's excluding any other discounts. The ingredients from the palette to the individuals does vary slightly. They kind of have some ingredients flip-flopped around, which again isn't uncommon going from from individuals into a palette, because a palette that's in like one long, it just has more stability issues. Make sure that they're not as fragile and don't damage, and that they stay fresh. I find the performance of them to be very similar though. I did Google the ingredients to see if they were private labeled by anywhere that I could find within the US, and I cannot. I like it that their ingredients are listed online, so you don't have to go on a hunt for them. Since the individuals were sent to me, I don't have any shipping information on those, but since I did order this, I can let you know what the customer service and wait time was like. I ordered this on 12/12 at night. On 12/13 I got a shipping notification, and then on 12/16 these were delivered to me in my mailbox by the USPS, and these do ship out of San Diego. In this palette you are getting a total of 17.5 grams of product, which is a decent amount of product. Now let's get into some cost breakdowns on the screen here so you guys can see how these stack up to other shadows. Okay, so here's a breakdown on the individual shadows. You can see here I've put it up against some Juvia's Place. They're individuals, not the ones in the palette, the Morphe individuals, the premium individuals, because those do have different formula and different weight. The Viseart in here is basically broken down on the palette because they're not sold individually, but just to get an idea, because I do really love those mattes. When people think they're really expensive, I just like to show the breakdown. So you can see right here the colored Raine come in at $3.88 per gram, which I think looking at it at the cost per gram is the most accurate way to gauge its cost. And then here on this screen, I just like to take a kind of like a middle screenshot of where it falls in between the ones that are higher and lower. And you can see this is the Queen of Hearts palette coming in at $50. That's without a discount. If you use a discount code, well, now it's sold out. You're getting 17.5 grams. Comes out to $4.17 a shadow, or $2.86 per gram. You're getting 12 shadows, and it is made in the USA. This is a good value brand. Okay guys, let's get into some swatches now. I will be swatching in my typical fashion. I will be laying down a base of Urban Decay's Primer Potion. I will be swatching the shimmer shades with my MAC 242 brush, and I will be swatching the mattes with my MAC 239 brush. In between swatches, I will be cleaning my brush in my color switch so my brush will not be damp. Top will be a finger swatch, and the swatch right below it will be a brush swatch so you can see the difference. First up, I'm going to do the individual shadows, and then I will do the Queen of Hearts palette with Ripley swatches inserted in the corner. Again, if you guys are interested in what the individuals look like on deeper skin tones, please check back on Ripley's page in the next several days. Between Monday and Wednesday at some point, they will be on her Instagram. Sorry, I don't have them for this video.
need you back. Chase a light when the world is getting darker.
So in closing, guys, I think that these are an excellent buy. The exception of a few of the lighter colors, which I think are a little difficult to pack all over. But again, I think most people would use those lighter colors just for highlights, so those could be okay. But I'm really thrilled with all the shadows I have, and I will buy the other 10 that I am missing so I can keep them complete because I do enjoy them. So I would recommend these, and I would repurchase these. I really hope that they come back with this palette, or they come out with more palettes that are along the same lines, because these are amazing. If you guys want to see a brief little demo on how I got this look, check back. I will edit that video. It will be up after this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye.